I'm so hungry right now. Like, I'm always hungry. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we are going to be talking about hair porosity. So yes, I am going to be doing a series about the stuff that's actually important when it comes to hair care, hair porosity, hair texture, and when I say texture I mean the thickness of your strand, hair density and stuff like that, because I'm always getting questions about the kind of products to use, you know, different things. And I always tell people what works for you might not necessarily work for the person, even if you look like you have the same hair type. So the first video, that's this video, is going to be about hair porosity. So now, what is hair porosity? Hair porosity is the ability of your hair to absorb moisture. And there are three main categories. There's low porosity, medium porosity, and there's high porosity. Now, knowing your hair porosity is way more important than knowing your curl pattern, especially for those people that can't seem to fit into one box when it comes to the hair typing charts. There's a lot of people that ask me, they're like, oh, I can't seem to figure out what my hair curl pattern is because I think I'm this, but some people tell me I'm this, and it doesn't, that stuff is really not as important as knowing your hair porosity, because it is your hair porosity that determines how your hair absorbs moisture, that also determines the kind of products you can use and the kind of products that you shouldn't be using. This is why two people can look like they have the same hair texture, they look like they have the same curl pattern, but the products that work for one of them might not necessarily work for the second person. So I'm going to be telling you guys about the three different kinds of hair porosity and how they affect your product choices. And I'm also going to be giving you examples of some stuff that you can use if you have any of the types of hair porosity. Now let's start with low porosity. With this hair type, the cuticle on the hair strands lays very flat. Moisture doesn't get into this hair type easily. Yeah, it's more difficult for it to absorb moisture, but the thing is, when it eventually absorbs the moisture stays in for a very long time. So most people with this hair, with low porosity hair, have trouble moisturizing their hair. So the ways to remedy that: one, you have to start deep conditioning with heat. When you deep condition your hair with heat, the heat helps to open up the cuticle and raise it so that more moisture gets into your hair strand. So ways you can do this: you can deep condition with like a plastic bag over your head and sit under a dryer. You can do steam treatments whenever you're washing your hair or doing anything like that in the shower. You can use, like, not necessarily hot water, but water that is a bit hotter than warm. Yeah, water that is a bit hotter than warm, so that all your the cuticle really opens and all the moisture can soak into your hair. You can also try deep conditioning overnight. So you put the conditioner or whatever deep conditioner you're using in your hair, you tie the plastic bag on your head and tie it with a scarf as well, so that the heat from your head helps to open up your cuticles and all the moisture just flows into your hair. Now, number two, you have to shampoo your hair. Yes, you have to. Preferably use a clarifying shampoo, because low porosity hair is very prone to build up. So you want a shampoo that's actually going to clarify your hair and wash all that build up out, so that moisture can actually get into your hair. Yeah, this whole idea of, I've heard some people DM me and tell me that they don't shampoo their hair, they only deep condition. Not shampooing your hair is equivalent to taking your bath with lotion. You would not take your bath with lotion, so there's no reason why you shouldn't shampoo your hair. The reason why people say, oh, natural shouldn't shampoo as often, is because yes, shampoo does strip our hair, but that is why you deep condition after. That's why you condition your hair after. So yes, you should not skip your shampoo process. Please shampoo your hair, wash all the products out, wash all the buildup out, so that moisture will be able to enter your hair. Sorry, as I'm recording this video, I'm eating. I'm hungry. And I ordered Chinese, and it's good. Oh, it's really good. Hot. Now, number three, you want to avoid heavy styling products. Since your hair cuticles are already too flat, you don't want to overseal what is already sealed. So you don't want heavy styling products, heavy gels, heavy creams. That is just going to be bad for you. So you want light creams and light stylers. Avoid shea butter. Avoid it at all costs. Yeah. Number 4. You want to use light oils again for the same reason. Heavy oils will seal your hair that doesn't need to be sealed more than it already is. So avoid stuff like castor oil, avoid avocado oil. You want light oils like argan oil. Heavier oils won't be able to penetrate your strands because their particles are too big to pass through your hair strands. You want oils that have really tiny particles so they'll be able to penetrate the hair strand. Number 5, you want to use water-based products and water-based moisturizers as opposed to oil-based moisturizers and oil-based products. The water-based moisturizers are always lighter than the oil-based version. Now, the last but not the least, if your hair is protein sensitive, you want to avoid at all costs protein-based shampoos, protein-based leave-in conditioners, anything that is protein based, because since your hair is already protein sensitive and you have low porosity hair, the protein in all these shampoos and stuff is going to make your hair harder than it already is, and your hair will break easily. So avoid protein based shampoos and conditioners, because if your hair is breaking, you're going to be losing a lot of length, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't retain the length that they grow. Now, the next category of hair porosity types is medium porosity. If you have this porosity type, you're fine. Like, this is considered the norm, like this is the average. People in this category can really get away with using anything. If you want, you can use light oils. If you want, you can use heavy oils. Just do, like, you can literally get away with doing anything you want. So I'm never going to dwell too much on people in this category. You guys are fine. You don't have anything to worry about. So the next category is high porosity. For the people in this group, their hair cuticle is very raised and open, so moisture literally floods into the strand. But the thing is, as easy as it is for moisture to flow in, it is also very easy for moisture to flow out. Think of it like a sponge. You can easily soak a sponge with water, and at the same time water can easily flow out of the sponge. So the people in this category have a problem with keeping in the moisture that they absorb, as opposed to people with low porosity hair that have a problem with getting the moisture in the first place. People with high porosity hair have hair that's very prone to freezing up and also tangling. And the thing is, you can have high porosity hair naturally, or you can also get it from damages. So damage induced by coloring your hair, bleaching your hair, constant heat styling, different environmental and chemical processes. Now, things you can do if you have high porosity hair basically is the opposite of what people with low porosity hair do. So you need protein treatments. You need protein treatments like every month. Protein treatments are going to help to strengthen your strands, because since your strands easily absorb water, that means they get weak very easily and they can easily break again, leading to less length retention. And that's part of the reasons why you complain that your hair is not growing, because it's always breaking off. So yeah, you need protein treatments. The protein is going to help to strengthen your hair, strengthen your strands. Since your hair is high porosity and it has a lot of holes and spaces, the protein kind of temporarily fills those holes and spaces to strengthen your hair and also improve the hair elasticity. Now, deep conditioning after every single wash. People with low porosity hair also need to deep condition. Heck, everybody needs to deep condition their hair. The only thing is that if you have low porosity hair, it's better to do it with heat. But if you have high porosity hair, you don't really have to worry too much about the heat aspect, but just make sure that you deep condition your hair after every single wash. Number 3, you want to always seal with heavy oils and butters. Heavy products. You need heavy products because since your cuticles are open, you need the products to seal in all the moisture that gets into your hair. This is very important. Shea butter is good for you, castor oil is good for you, olive oil is good for you, avocado oil is good for you. The thick oils and the thick butters are good for you, so they can help lock in all that moisture that gets into your hair. You also want thick and heavy styling products, moisturizing products. So yeah, when you're looking for products, just look for the stuff that's really thick. Apple cider vinegar and aloe vera gel or aloe vera juice. These help to return your hair back to its normal pH level of 4.0, and the pH level is basically the acidity or alkalinity of your hair. So yeah, they will help to flatten your hair cuticles so you can seal in more moisture. Aloe vera gel, like I said, you can use that the gel or the juice. It's also very good for your skin. So if you buy it, and it's actually kind of cheap, I'm going to put the links down to where you can find some of this stuff. You can use it for your hair, you can use it for your body. You can also put the gel, if you get the juice or even the gel, because the gel isn't like a thick gel, it's very watery sometimes. You can put it in a spray bottle, add it to your conditioner and spray it on your hair. The next thing you need to be mindful of is that you don't want to be styling your hair too much. Since your hair has open cuticles and it's quite porous, constant manipulation of your hair can easily lead to breakage, so you don't want to be styling your hair too much. These are the people that will thrive with protective styling. Click the eye at the top and it will direct you to some of my videos that are styles that can take you for like a week or two. Now try your best, no matter how hard it is biting you, try your best to avoid using too much heat on your hair, because your cuticles are already open, your hair is already porous. You don't want to make it worse than it already is. Try your best to avoid heat, try your best to avoid dyes, try your best to avoid bleach. Please, like, try your best. Even if it's biting you, let it not bite you, just try. That is why some people with the same curl pattern, like if me and someone else are 4C and the person colors their hair and they can keep changing their hair color every 2 weeks and they don't have any problems, probably their hair might be low porosity. But me that's also 4C as well with high porosity hair, if I try it, all my hair is damaged. So that's why you can't be using curl pattern to determine, okay, if me and this person have the same curl pattern, we can do the same things to our hair. No. If I have high porosity hair and that person has low porosity hair, I cannot be bleaching and coloring my hair the same way that person is bleaching and coloring their hair. Even if I'm using the same products to bleach and color my hair, we're still going to have different effects. Now, how to determine your hair porosity. So there are different tests I've seen online when I was doing my research. I've read the arguments for and against these tests. They're not fully comprehensive, but people still use them. So the one I saw the most was the strand in water test. So you basically take a strand of your hair and put it in like a jar or a bowl of water and watch how fast it sinks. If it sinks to the bottom real quick, that means it's absorbing moisture real quick, so you have high porosity hair. If it like sinks but it takes time, it doesn't sink really fast and like stops at the middle and stuff like that, then you know you have medium porosity. But if it just sits on top of the water and doesn't move, then you have low porosity hair. But the thing is, it's not really comprehensive, because if the hair strand you pick is damaged, and let's say the area that you pick from, that particular area is damaged, obviously it will sink to the bottom real quick because it's damaged and it's very porous. But the rest of your hair might not necessarily be as damaged as that. There are different factors that will affect why your hair will sink and why it wouldn't sink. So if you're using that method, use it with a grain of salt. Personally, I don't even know my own porosity level. Sometimes I feel like it's low porosity, sometimes I feel like it's high porosity. Sometimes I, like, when I read the characteristics of both, my hair matches some stuff here and doesn't. So I am going to actually get my porosity level checked professionally, because I really want to know. So like, it will save me a lot of stress. And another thing I saw about is this strand test, where you like run your fingers on a strand of hair, and if it's really bumpy, then you probably have high porosity, because you're actually feeling the cuticles that are open. If it's very smooth, then you probably have low porosity. But if it's like bumpy but not too bumpy, then it's medium porosity. But yeah, do your research on that. I would advise to just get it professionally checked if you can. If you can't, then you can rely on the strand in water test and just, yeah, take it with a grain of salt. But make sure you pick strands of hair from different parts of your hair to test. What else? Yeah, if you want me to make a separate video about specific products, like actually give you the names of products for each porosity category. As much as I don't want to do that, because I feel like it's better for you to go out and do the research by yourself, I would just do it because of God. I would just do it. So let me know if you want it. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to be making more videos like this. My next video is probably going to be about hair density in terms of the thickness of your strands, so fine hair and coarse hair and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that is all. Thank you guys for watching. Oh yes, my hair. So this is a flexi rod set. I did a video very recently on how to cheat a flexi rod set. Click the eye at the top if you want to see the video. This is day 4 and my hair is still like this. Like, as you can see, all the front is still defined. The back is a bit frizzy and stuff, but I really don't mind because I like my hair like this on a regular basis. So yeah, but yeah, the hair is still looks good, and this is the 4th day. So if you want to see how I did it, just click the eye at the top. And people are always asking me how I maintain my styles. Let me say this, I think I should make a whole video about this. I am not one to do too much to maintain my style. Like, I literally go to bed like this. I literally sleep on a certain pillowcase and wake up and fluff my hair. I don't do all that. That pineapple tying up thing doesn't work for me. My hair just stays stiff in the position I tied it in, so I don't even bother. Like, if I tie my hair up, just know that it's going to remain up because it will stay there. It's not going to come down. So I just sleep on my pillowcase like that, fluff my hair in the morning. That's really it. I literally don't do much. So yeah, and I don't mind when my hair starts to get frizzy. I'm not the type that is very hooked on defined curls. So if it starts getting frizzy, like the whole back now is very frizzy, I really don't mind. I can still wear my hair like that. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. Let me know if you want more videos like this. I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. If you haven't entered for my 30k giveaway, make sure you do that. Click the eye at the top again and it will direct you to the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.